Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to this Football Manager 2021 video here today. If you are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, that's greatly appreciated. So, what I've gone to do here is simulate the game. Holiday 10 seasons in. You see, we're 31st of May 2031, so the end of the 2030-31 season. This episode of the best young players in the future, we are going to be covering the best strikers. So players in this video that I will ignore and not really go in more detail with, they would be regens. You see Tom Quinn, yep, he's a regen / new gen at PSG. But we're going to be taking a look at the highest values and, well, we'll go like this. Ansu Fati, the highest real player. No surprise, yeah, no surprise. Even though he is a winger as well, he can clearly play as a striker. You see the attributes he does develop into. 16 finishing. He actually, looks pretty good, really quick. He can play a lot of roles. There is a whole lot of teams, or a whole lot of players that I will show you here. So Mason Greenwood is next. Clinical finisher, so quick. Finishing 17, composure of 19. Stays at Man United as well. And, you know, deeper into his career is probably when he's done best. Look, 2 20-goal seasons. That's very impressive. Those what his attributes were looking like. Karim Adeyemi, again, he's another that could be treated more as a winger than more out-and-out striker, even though he is natural there. For me, he does strike me more and more of a winger. Jeremy Doku, once more, especially with only 10 finishing, so we won't spend too much time on him. Jeremy, he's more of a winger. Erling Haaland, we know Erling Haaland, he's an out-and-out. He's an out-and-out striker, that is for sure. You can take a look. He signs for Liverpool for 69 million. They didn't wait too long into the save, did they? Liverpool didn't spend a lot of time with Borussia Dortmund in the end. Erling Haaland, it's come what you expect for him to be a beastly striker in Football Manager. So, just to show you guys how I've done this as well, I've put the minimum of age 26 because, as you know, we are 10 seasons in. So, you know, players that would be younger than that would be regens. All of them 25 or younger. That's what I've seen. So, anyway, just to show you guys another player here, Badji. He's more an interesting one. He starts at Club Brugge. He's not as a bigger name as like these other guys we've been looking at. He looks all right. He kind of sparks my interest because he's not such a big name as I've explained with these other boys. He could be a decent move for you to make early. Kylian Mbappe, just to show you the beast that he is, but he's already known massively. He's not going to be an easy player to sign. Just out of interest, if we take a look, Real Madrid signed him for 179, and I just can't click off that quicker. That's not going to be a realistic option for majority of people. Felix as well. I could just hover over like this to show you guys the attributes. That's what João Felix is looking like. Pretty good, but again, he's got a lot of roles. Alfredo Jimenez, he is a new gen, so don't worry about him. Myron Boadu, we know who he is. 30 years old. He is now in the save. His attributes are a bit mixed. And you can see some teams he's moved on to, from Hertha Berlin to Man United to Chelsea. He's been around them for the national team, over 100 caps as well. He's transfer listed now. That is very interesting. Gonçalo Ramos, he is currently at Arsenal, the Portuguese international, where he's had 82 caps. His attributes don't scream and they don't shout at you as super amazing, but he looks like a balanced striker with some very important mentals. Those you'd say his best attributes, mental attributes, are still very, very important. Sebastiano Esposito as well, who is currently still at Inter. If you take a look at that, he's been loyal. He's been a loyal servant to Inter. But actually, I always find these interesting. Yeah, he was loaned out to Spal. So, and then he just stayed, and he's a really good striker. He was like that in FM20, finishing only 13, but very good penalty taker, good physicals. He's still good enough to find the back of the net. That is absolutely for sure. How about this guy? Yes. Or how about that? Especially if he doesn't have a face as well. This boy, he's Turkish. That's a Bayer Leverkusen. And actually, Tottenham just signed him. If you can get this boy early, very agile. Look at that agility. Dribbling, finishing. These are the type of players I love doing these videos. And you might see some of these, but you know, like on YouTube, you might see some of these, but when I did best young players in the future, this was 2013, FM13. That was way back, the OG of these type of videos, right? But yeah, that's a massive throwback. But yeah, he looks like a unique player, but that's what I mean. Those type of players that I weren't too aware of before, especially when they don't have a face, when you've got a big face back as well, all right, this guy's unique, and I would, want to get him into the team. So Chris Tipple, he's a new gen as well. Diego Soler, so we've got a couple of those as expected. Jonathan David, he's a more familiar name, 31 years old, so he's not the complete youngest, but, he still starts in his early 20s. Ferran Torres is a bit of a name as well, obviously at Man City. Dortmund, right now, once more, he's probably more of a winger though, so he could be covered under a winger's video. Robson Luis, another new gen. Billy Weaver. It gives you guys a look at how some new gens develop as well, as when I'm uploading this pretty early, it's in the beta, of course, as well. There's quite a few. Let's move on until we, don't see any new gens. There was one under Pedro. Not too bad. So there is a completely huge list right now because the values are pretty high in Football Manager, I've noticed. If we go down, you go down this far and that many above 40, 30 million. So yeah, in terms of the absolute best quality, you've got Ansu Fati, as I mentioned. He might be a bit more of a winger. These key players, Mason Greenwood right up there, Adeyemi, as I said, winger, Erling Haaland, but that's no shocks with Haaland. Badji, who he touched on, a bit more of a unique name. Elite striker described as, Mbappe, Felix, those types we know more about. And Myron Boadu, we knew about him a bit in FM20, so he gets up there again. Esposito. But the Turkish boy, he's one of the standouts. He's one of the standouts for me. 61 million right now at Tottenham, only 28 years old. Yeah, he starts at like that 17, 18. So he's a target. He's a target as one of the basically opposite to Kylian Mbappe. Not someone who's already huge, is going to cost too much. And similar to Greenwood, he's going to be hard to really get off Manchester United. So let me know what position I should do next, or should I do wingers next, and maybe attacking mids and centre mids, from attack to defence, basically. But what do you guys want to see more? But I reckon when I get it done I'll put it all into a YouTube playlist so you can see them all together. The video would take quite a long time. It'd be probably too long if I was just covering all the players. There'll be too much. And yeah, I reckon we sorted out pretty nicely like this. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully enjoy the video. I make a lot of Football Manager 21 videos. I've been making Football Manager videos for a long time. If that earlier mentioned before with the best young players in the video since FM13, best young players in the future videos. So if you want to see regular Football Manager series, I've got a one with Chelsea right now on the beta. I also stream on Twitch. You can check a link in the description for that. Do plenty of stuff, so make sure you check the content out. If you're new, I'll see you guys next time.